things you do, they make me no. This distance is taking a hold of me for sure. Baby, come.
Welcome back to Faith and Fashion 360. This is your host, Brianna Fosu, and we are live here at FUNKnationRadio and simul-streaming to YouTube. We're going to get into the habit of this, so make sure you're subscribed to my channel. So technically we are in December now, but it's right at the top of December, so we're still doing Friendsgiving because this is just a friendly season. So we're going to continue to touch on friends, talk about friends. And our last but not least duo that we have here are Miss Elizabeth Strong and Miss Kari Holmes. So welcome to Faith and Fashion 360. I think, well, Elizabeth, I feel like you did Faith and Fashion 360 when I was on another station.
Yes.
And Kari and I, on WDLS with Mr.
That's
D.
right. Yep.
I was gonna say back in the day. So one of the things that I wanted to do for the month of November was highlight bestie BFF duos. Because we know that the month of November we're doing Thanksgiving, people do Friendsgiving, and I just wanted to talk about friendship because this is a holiday where people get together, we love on each other, and I don't feel like we should only do that just this time of year. So I definitely want to talk about the bestie duos that I know who are crushing it all year long, not just during the holiday season. So I wanted to end it off with you ladies, and welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. So I want you guys to go ahead and introduce yourself for anyone who does not know you on YouTube, here on FUNKnationRadio. Kari, I'll start with you.
Okay. Well, hey, beautiful people. Thank you so much to Brianna for hosting us. And Faith and Fashion 360, oh my gosh. Hats off to you because you have been running this thing before Black Girl Luxury was even a hashtag.
Yeah.
You're doing it, and just, oh my gosh. So congratulations. Thank you for keeping us a part of the journey.
Absolutely.
So I'm Kari Holmes. I'm an ordained minister since 2011. I am a gospel singer and worship leader, and I'm a lover of all things glitter. So I feel so at home.
This is, if you guys
wrap
are not
myself
able
in this
to,
table.
so if you're just kind of listening to the interview, you're not able to really get the full effect. So make sure you're following me on YouTube so you can see this interview. But we are sitting amongst so much glitter. My dress has got the sequins. I mean, we're ready for the holidays. Elizabeth got the sequins. Kari's dress is the whole thing. So we're dripping glitter, and the backdrop's glitter, and we are actually here at the Ann Pole Selfie Salon. So that is actually in the Lehigh Valley Mall. Would it be Whitehall?
Yes,
Whitehall.
it is. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Whitehall / Allentown. I don't know what we be doing in Poconos. We just kind of make up things. But we are here in Whitehall. There are over 30 Instagrammable rooms for you to get your content life. If you are a content creator, if you're an influencer, this is the place to be. She hosts for events. She hosts for pretty much anything that you need. So make sure you come down and see her, because this was absolutely the place that I needed to be to shoot some YouTube episodes, because I don't have to do any work. I just come set my setup, and she's got everything else for us. So that is absolutely what we needed. Elizabeth, introduce yourself to the people.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you for having us back. My name is Elizabeth Strong. I am the owner of Elizabeth Anthony's Salon in Allentown. I am a hairstylist. I am a colorist. I am also a runway stylist in New York City and beauty director, for New York Fashion Week. I am also the CEO of E Strong Beauty, a custom professional makeup brush collection. Yes, and also the CEO of Strong Beauty Boss, which of course combines all things beauty and positivity and empowering each other, and the host of the Boss Babes Brunch.
I am not here alone. I am here with business bestie duo, Elizabeth Strong and Kari Holmes. They are joining me for the final week of Friendsgiving. Even though we're in December, we're kind of getting ready for the holidays, so that's okay. We're passing around some holiday cheer. It is cool. So if you guys wanna, like, I mean, what did you say, confetti?
Like
Yeah, I know. I
confetti.
mean, we're looking like a big ball of confetti. If you like watch this back on YouTube, I mean,
Watch it. You have to.
Yeah.
It is very and bright.
is.
So, ooh, go ahead, come on down.
And may all your Christmases be white.
Oh,
Oh, that was the cue. You gave me the cue.
I like that. I like that. So, guys, tell me your bestie origin story. Like, how did you?
It's a good one. Elizabeth tells it best.
I love a good story.
She tells it best, and it is a good one.
Every duo that I have here, they say that. They're like, well, you tell it best. So, go ahead, Elizabeth.
I tell our story best. Well, it's so interesting that you had mentioned that you know you met Kari or connected with Lehigh Valley Fashion Week, because Kari is a connector of people.
Yeah,
She is a connector of people. She is just the woman who makes divine connections
For sure.
and makes things happen and puts people together.
This
and
is
she
facts.
does it over and over and over
Facts,
again.
for sure.
So interestingly enough, at that very same event, actually, let me rewind. So I was doing hair for a pageant. So actually, the pageant was Miss Christian International. So I was doing hair for a pageant, Miss Christian International, and it was at the Renaissance Hotel, and I had the girl all finished early. You know, I'd be working quick, you know.
She's
So I had it
quick.
all
She's
done.
fast.
She was
And
early.
Elizabeth will get you together in a
Yeah,
second.
there's a time limit.
Give
I will stay on a
her
time
some
limit.
hairpins and she's ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go. So I had her ready ahead of schedule. So I wanted to go and get a drink. They said you have to go downstairs to the lobby at the Renaissance on 7th Street in Allentown. So I went downstairs to get a lobby, and I always said if I wrote a book, it was going to be how Diet Coke changed my life. And so I said to the girl, I'm going downstairs to get a Diet Coke. I was like, does anybody want one?
Right.
So no one did. So I went downstairs and got my little Diet Coke. Well, we were so ahead of schedule that I sat around for a while. So I sat around, I looked around, I took some photos and stuff, and I was watching my time because I don't like to be late for anything.
Right.
I'm watching my time, and I said, okay, now's about the time I have to get upstairs. Well, I went to walk to the elevator. And as I walked to the elevator, this fabulous girl was walking to the elevator from the opposite
I believe
direction.
everything you're saying.
She had a fabulous big silver handbag. She was just dripping in glam, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's like the chocolate me.
Yeah. They are. They're twins.
So we
they really
walked
are.
to the elevator face to face at the same time, and before I could even speak, she looked at me and she said, well, you must be here for the beauty pageant. And I said, well, you must be here for the beauty pageant.
Right,
She
right.
said, I am. I said, so am I.
I was gonna say, what were you there for?
So yes, wait till I tell you how we
True
get. So we get in the elevator together, and we start talking. In my whole time, I'm just like, oh my god, I love her secretly.
Yeah.
So we're riding this elevator together, and we're talking because of course you know Miss Kari, we talk to everybody.
Everybody.
And as we talk, I knew she looked a little familiar. And I was like, how do I know her? I said, are you Ian's sister? She said, oh, she said, of course I am. Now, of course,
Yeah.
Ian I had met years before that,
Gotcha,
but
yeah.
never met her. Don't ask me why. I know
Right.
why. Divine connections. This
Yeah.
was
The
our
timing
moment
was just
that we were
right.
supposed
Yeah,
to meet.
right.
So as we make our way upstairs, we start talking, and Kari says there's a part of the story that I can't remember that. She says something, and I said, well, like, hallelujah, or praise God or something, and she said she knew from that moment. She's like, that's my girl.
That's it. That was it.
Yes,
From there.
that's her part of the story that she remembers that I said.
Yes.
But in the meantime, I just was like, oh, wow, she's so wonderful. So she goes on to tell me that she is also in charge of Lehigh Valley Fashion Week. So you know what, we have to say shout out to Sari, because
Shout
really
out to
she,
Sari. That was like that was the bridge.
you really are, and sometimes I think, Sari, that you do not get enough credit that you deserve, because
Yeah,
you are
right.
phenomenal.
Listen
For
to
what you
it,
do,
yeah.
you are phenomenal, and you really have launched things for all of us and really connected the three of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and really, you know, that moment then just snowballed into so many amazing things. So
Yeah,
Kari
for
proceeds
sure.
to say that she is involved with Lehigh Valley Fashion Week, and she said to me, now at that point, Fashion Week was only 2 weeks away, and she said, she said to me, what do you do? And I said, well, I said I own a hair salon. And she said, what's your salon? I said, Elizabeth Anthony Salon. And she said, well, that is so weird. She said, I just complimented a girl a little while ago, and she said she got her hair done at Elizabeth Anthony Salon.
Yep.
I said,
That
"This
afternoon."
is so weird.
I already like your work,
So,
girl.
yes, what are the chances, you know?
Yeah.
What are the chances?
So, and she said, you know what? She said, we must have you on the beauty team for Lehigh Valley Fashion Week. And
at
she
the
said to me,
Lord.
the beauty team is already done and picked because Miss Talisha already had it on lock.
Hey, girl.
So she
Yes.
said, but I'm going to talk to the woman who's in charge because I just feel like you are supposed to be on this
For
beauty
sure,
team.
for sure, absolutely.
So I said, oh, please, please, please. Well, we talked so much that the woman in charge of that particular pageant had to come out and get Miss Kari because she was actually a judge. Now, further making this story even more interesting, because I am always backstage. I am the BTS behind the scenes backstage girl all
For
the time.
sure, for sure.
And if I would have never went downstairs to get that Diet Coke, I would have never bumped into Kari because she would have sat at the judges table out in front of the pageant.
Diet Coke,
and I would have been
sponsor
backstage.
Yes. Just saying. Send
So-
her the money because
Send me the money.
great
Okay?
things have happened from that.
So
You have not because you asked. Diet Coke, bring it in.
Hashtag.
Bring it in.
yeah, thank you for my best friend. Okay.
Yeah.
So they had to come out and get her because we talked so long. And Kari says to me, buy me on Facebook, buy me on Facebook. Well,
Yeah.
I was a stalker. So I went backstage, I found her on Facebook in that instant minute, right?
This part is funny.
And I'm telling you, the girl did not accept my friend request for days.
Now, if you know, like now that I understand who Elizabeth Strong is.
Right.
At the time, I'm like, I don't think I had that. You know, I do event planning and I do social media management.
Right.
And I don't think I had that many clients to manage online.
Okay.
So I was doing more so the marketing, like if there's an author, again, connect.
Right.
What? This girl here, she be on social media. That has like, her and Zuckerberg were like, listen, what are we going to do? She's like, I got you. I got you. I'll handle it from here.
Right.
You know, it's just like, I got this. And he checks in with her. So she was on social media like on it. You know, so she sent a friend request and she's like she's telling you, she's like, what is this girl doing? And I was like, I don't know if it was days or weeks. You know, and I'm literally at home like I'm literally
I want to be your friend.
I'm literally at home like, you guys will never believe who I met. I even told Rebecca, the girl who had
With the
her
pretty hair.
fabulous hair.
Yep.
Right.
Thank you, Rebecca.
And I said, I told everybody that I met this fabulous person. I talked to Sari.
Friend request was
Yes.
just
Sit
sitting
there.
just collecting
Yeah.
dust.
So now that's funny to me after the fact because, like, if we're eating lunch, I'll get a notification you were tagged in a post. Sitting there, like, one, too late.
I'm quick.
Elizabeth is. Let me just tell you something about Elizabeth.
I'm quick.
Elizabeth, I probably have over a dozen selfies of us over the years we've known each
more
other.
than a
Like
dozen.
they're good
Yeah,
pictures.
yeah.
Elizabeth is good for herself. She's like, Brie, let's
proof.
take a picture. Let's take a.
What do they call
like,
that? Social proof?
Social proof. Yeah. Like she's
have
good
one
for
of
a
those.
selfie.
Yeah.
She's good for a tag. She's good for like I was here at this experience. So shouts to you because I feel like a lot of us forget to do that.
And I'm good at giving you like your
And-
photos usually before midnight. So
Yeah.
we're in an event together. You
I
know
will
how to get photos
literally-
quick.
11:38 without fail.
Say, for the listeners listening, Elizabeth is literally recording right this second. I want it. I
Yes.
want it. It looks great. And it
Same
looks
time.
fantastic. So you guys, how long would you say you've been friends? Give me like a.
So that's over 5 years. That's probably 7, right?
6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
So needless to say then, she did accept my friend request.
Right.
I went to my salon the next day and told my assistant, now if you know me, of course you know I'm typically booked out at least 2 weeks. Now I'm typically booked out about 2 months.
Come on.
Praise Jesus.
Increase.
Yeah. So at that time
Look at God.
I was at least booked out for 2 weeks. So I went in, I said to my assistant, I said, I need you to clear this weekend. And she said, what do you want me to do? I said, you have to move these people. I said, I don't know why, but I feel like I have to be at Lehigh Valley Fashion Week. I said,
Yeah.
she's going to make a way for me, which she did. And I said, I don't want to miss this opportunity, which that opened so many doors for me, I can't even tell you.
Wow.
So I made her move all those people. She did. I said, I'll work another day till midnight if you want me to. But I have to be at this
This
event.
day is off the table. Take it off.
And I went to that event and it has been nothing but doors opening and opening and
sure.
opening. And that actually was one of these starts and opened the door to me working on New York Fashion Week.
Wow.
So,
yeah,
yeah.
she's been doing it up in New York. That is awesome.
Yeah. So it was a great.
So you
great
guys
meeting.
were definitely you connected with one another's auras and it was, what do they call it, kismet? I don't know. Who says
She
that? I
said
don't
we
know
had a
who says
divine
it.
connection.
Divine
She said we had a divine
connection.
appointment
Yeah,
that God had
absolutely.
arranged that. And I don't think there's that many circumstances in the world. So.
Absolutely.
And I
not.
knew
Yeah.
from the day that I met her that she was going to be someone special in my life. I called Sable Albanese and her mom, Evangelist Butler, and I said, I want to thank you guys for inviting me to be a part of your, your pageant, especially as it was Christian women. That was
Yeah.
really empowering. I said,
Do
but
they still do that? Because
I believe they
for
do.
anyone who doesn't know, I'm also a pageant queen myself. So
Yes.
I mean,
Come on,
Crowns.
queen.
I might.
Crowns, queen,
Yes.
come
I
on,
might be
queen.
there. Send me the info.
Yes.
I like
So, and then they also train other girls and they stay connected.
Right.
And again, being believers themselves, I was like, wow, this is amazing. But I think it was that week that I called them and I told them, I just want to tell you, I'm so glad I came to your event because I met the most amazing person.
Absolutely. The most amazing.
Well, we listen. Well, we know what got you guys to each other, but I definitely want to continue talking about what you think has made your friendship
Is
continue.
this the tea section?
And
Not yet?
You gonna spill it?
just a little tea.
Can
Not
I
a whole
an
bunch.
insert right here?
Not hold on. I don't know. Wait.
Cut
Let's
this
get.
microphone.
Let's do the
If
music
the train goes off the
first.
track,
Let-
we're gonna put it up and put it back,
Pick
put it
it
back.
up, pick it up. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna do some music, and then we're gonna do the
Do some
insert.
reconnaissance and check first.
We're here at Making Fashion 360. We'll be right back.
My love.